Wow, Fudo's on one right now.
Uh-oh,
Activation.
Yipes! Yipes!
Hold on. James, this could be it.
Oh, it's gonna get hit, but the judge.
So smart,
was
Fudo.
So sick.
Slow down that mix-up so you have some time to escape.
Oh, got hit. He's blocked it. He's blocked it. Not quite enough to kill.
Oh, and Xian is your final round 20. Champion here takes the first premiere of the year. Xian, the win that he always wanted, he got here today. All because of a character switch. Finally, Xian, you're using your noggin, young man.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Born Free here. We are at final round 20 and I'm here with Xian. How are you today, sir?
I think I'm pretty happy when in top 64 winners, so I'm looking forward to the next match.
Well, by the time this video comes out, we will know what will have happened. So let's just jump into it. So season 2, I sort of had a few conversations with you where it felt like you had a secondary or maybe a new character. Tell me what's going on. You're playing Ibuki now, right?
Yes, Ibuki is my new main character now, and Fang will just be in my pocket for now.
Okay, do you feel like Fang is better for certain matchups or players?
I think the Fang is not really good against the popular characters, which is a lot of people are playing the top tiers. So I think it's better if I really want to have a better chance of doing better. I feel like I really need a switch of characters.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you feeling confident with Ibuki?
I feel much more confident with Ibuki because I think it's a very chance character. Like if the momentum goes right, he can beat anyone.
Okay, well that's good to know. So you got Ibuki, you got Fang. Is that it?
Yes.
Really?
For now.
For now?
Yes.
Are you eyeing somebody else?
For now, no. I think these two characters is enough.
What about Kolin?
I think it's needed putting a lot of effort to Kolin, and I'm not really sure if it will give me the results or disappointment at a later part. So I decided to not put in any effort on her.
Can you explain that a little bit more? Because I was going to ask you about Kolin anyway, so I may as well just do it now. Like, what do you think of her as a character?
I think she's actually pretty decent, has a lot of potential, but it's really hard to use her. Like, you can tell the player of the skill really matters when it comes to using her. I think the design of the character is really good, but I'm not really sure if I want to commit to Kolin since I already have two characters.
Okay. And do you see her as as an archetype? Do you see her as like purely like a setup character, or like when you say put a lot of effort in?
I think she can play runaway. She can play mix-up characters. She has a solid anti-air, solid runaway to irritate opponents. She has really good mix-up as well, and good health and stun. So I don't really see anything bad about her. It's just the movement is really hard to control for her.
Okay. Takedo had said that she was kind of irritating as well. and well, he had also said that maybe infiltration will play that character.
It looks like his style of character. Exactly.
but we love your infiltration. So all right. So next question: Season 2 compared to Season 1. How does it feel as a game? Does it feel completely different?
I feel it's really different because now you have less chance in Season 2.
So explain that.
A lot of characters, top tier characters, just take 1 or 2 turns to kill you or get you stunned. So in tournament it's even more exciting because you need to really make clutch decisions sometimes against the top tier.
He speaks the truth. I mean, I think that's why the new patch is coming in. Talking of the new patch coming in, do you have any hopes, concerns, worries about the new patch?
I don't really have worries because I play Fang and Ibuki. So if they nerf Ibuki, I go back to Fang.
Yeah.
If they buff Ibuki, I just stick to Ibuki.
I mean, you're hoping Fang gets buffed, right? Or do you prefer Ibuki right
I
now?
prefer Ibuki right now, but unless Ibuki is being nerfed for no reason, then I will maybe switch to Fang.
I would like to see Ibuki kind of stay the same, if not get better. I don't know. Some people are saying she's secretly top tier, and you would. I feel like you would sort of. Well, you're obviously playing her for a reason.
Yes, because I think she's really strong.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see how that plays out this weekend for sure. But I think everyone's breathing a sigh of relief that you're playing Ibuki and not Fang. You finally are like, okay, enough's enough. Street Fighter 5 in general. Do you have any hopes for the game in the future?
I think the experience of the whole game is moving towards a really good direction because I think the game is really scrub friendly now. I think the new players who pick up Street Fighter have an easier time compared to last time. Like if I had to recommend a friend to play Street Fighter in Street Fighter 4, it's really difficult because like he can play for a year and he's not even going to come close to beating any of us. But
Because of all the hidden stuff, the option selects and all that
yeah,
stuff?
it's too deep. Like everyone's knowledge is really, the game is too complicated. You know, but right now the meta game is easier to understand. You know, so a lot of players can understand how to play the game better, and the age of the top players is not as much anymore. Everyone has a better chance, and I think this is really good for new players to come in to play the game.
Okay.
And I think it's very important rather than the top players staying the same. I think new players is the most important.
Yeah, for the growth, for absolutely. Are there any like system-wide mechanic changes that you would like to see, like changed or reverted back or like added? If you were doing something for the game, is there a mechanical change you would make?
I would definitely have an idea for a longest time is that I would change the re-reverser using the rig meter gauge into using meters. Because I think a lot of characters has good V-trigger, like Nikeli. So you'll never ever see him use re-reverser because he
Yeah.
just want to go into the V-trigger mode.
Yeah.
But if you spend 2 meters to do the re-reverser instead of using the V-trigger bar, I think you can see a lot more people using the V-trigger, you know, and some characters can have a more diversity gameplay. You have more choices to make, and it doesn't really affect the game as much, you know.
I feel the same way about Akuma actually. Like I mean I don't play at your level, but I rarely use the V reversal because I want its V trigger.
Yeah, so if you use 2 meters to do V reversal, I think it's more decision making, but it's still very simple. Like everyone knows when to use it. There'll be a new meta game behind, and you can see more people using V reversal and V trigger, and not everyone stocking the super, you know, for the last, you know, for the one hit kill. You know, everyone's saving meter now to do super combo at the end of the round. You know, so I think if you have another mechanics to spend the V reversal, it's more defensive as well. You know, because and you can still have meters. You know, so the meters management will be more. To think. So I think it'll be maybe it's a good idea, maybe not.
No, I know what you're saying. Like I don't know if like I know what you're saying. Like the ability to be able for more characters to be able to use their V trigger would make the game more interesting. And the fact that the V reversal, well, I'm just summarizing this. You've said it already. Like the fact that you're using V reversals, and it sort of stops you from being able to use the V trigger, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and you can see more people using V reversals, and it'll be more defensive. You can use meters to defend yourself. I don't know, maybe not 2 meters or something balanced they can think of. Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. So which characters with Ibuki, which characters offer you the biggest challenge?
I think Zangief is a really big problem for me using Ibuki.
And why?
I think the buttons really difficult to beat using Ibuki. Like Zangief is actually really strong in the version, and me having a really short backdash, it's hard to escape against Zangief.
Okay, that makes sense. And in terms of players, got a lot of players here today. Which players do you feel offer you the biggest challenge?
I would like to say Infiltration, but he's not here, so maybe Nakadu. Nakadu is really scary. Has a champion last year. He won a lot of tournaments, been doing really well. And he has a Pocket Gao, which is not really using it yet. he's still able to win without using it is pretty scary.
Yeah, that is scary. Yeah. This is an interesting question. I don't think I've ever asked you this. Who's your favorite player ever?
I have two though. It's either Infiltration.
Okay, let's go two. Let's two.
Or Momochi.
Infiltration Momochi?
Yeah. Infiltration, because his neutral game is really amazing and he plays a lot of character.
Mm-hmm.
And Momochi has a god mental strength.
Yeah.
I think his mental strength is the best in the world. Like for doing anything, not even fighting games. Like when it comes to the last moment, it always really, really hard to hit him. Like he got even stronger and stronger as the health get lower. It's heavy, he get hit by the opponent, and he was just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just really, maybe when he's fight against Brian, the set against Brian,
Yes.
you can tell how strong his mental. I think a lot of player, even Daigo or even any top player would have cracked at that moment.
Yeah.
But he still managed to make the comeback. It's really impressive.
Well, you know what the other example is? Do you remember when he played Ryan Hart at Capcom Cup?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Ultra Street Fighter 4? It was a comeback. It was Ken.
Versus Ryu.
Yeah.
He did a really big comeback.
Huge.
And not only that, I get the comeback before too. In 2015 Evolution, like I got him down to 1 pixel. It was my match point for me, and he came back with 10% health, 5% health, and I've like half. Yeah, he did a lot of ridiculous comeback, and he got champion that year. Like his mental strength is really, really strong.
Well, there's definitely two players that I respect. Well, I think everyone respects a lot. All right, your training schedule these days, how does that work?
I play a lot more this season compared to last season because I switched to a new character.
Mm-hmm.
I actually felt I need to put in a lot more time into it, and I play almost every single available time I have. Any moment of time I'm free, I will just play every day.
But like you have other commitments, right? So like, how much time does that really equate to a day?
Minimum 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours. And how much of that is spent actually playing, and how much of that is spent studying?
I would say studying maybe 1-2 hours, and the rest in the playing. But
Okay.
the ranks match sometimes is pretty slow, so I think I really get some 2 hours of quality gameplay and some waiting time. So I try to study when I'm playing as well, so I try to maximize the time.
That's funny you say that, because I find stuff to do during the loading times as well. Characters from previous Street Fighter games, we've done this one before, it's going to be Gen, right?
Yeah.
100%. And Oro, I think you said last time. You're not playing, are you playing any other fighting games at the moment?
I wanted to this year. I was thinking about going back to King of Fighters and Marvel, as well as Killer Instinct. But because I think I didn't really do that well in Street Fighter last year, so I wanted to spend effort in concentrating for Street Fighter instead. And maybe the new Marvel vs. Capcom, I think I would definitely pick that up, no matter how it is.
Everyone's saying that. I mean, there's obviously the incentive of like the fact that it probably will be CPT, it probably will have prize pot and all those things. I'm interested in that too, actually. Do you play any other video games? I know you do. In fact, I know you do. Like, what games are you playing at the moment?
Actually play PS4 games whenever I'm free, but then I don't really play. I play Resident Evil and some other games, but I play only for a while each time because I feel that I will have to. I think the fact that I don't think my results are good in Street Fighter makes me doesn't want to go into other games much,
Right.
and just want to concentrate on doing well for Street Fighter first,
Okay.
one at a time.
I think people could argue with you about your results, but you're the one has to tell yourself to get better. So that's your mindset.
I'm not satisfied.
You're not satisfied. That's fine. Now, this is a really super broad question, and I'm sure you get asked every time, and I've asked you before, but I kind of like asking it just in case there's a little nugget. Anyone who wants to get into fighting games, is there anything that you would want to tell them?
I think you need to have a group of friends joining you together will be better because you can share. I think in fighting games, sharing is very important. So the more knowledge you share, it's with a group of friends you improve a lot faster than just playing alone.
Okay.
And get one of the best deck in the world, the Pantera. I'm kidding.
Let's get that plug in there. Let's get that plug in there. I'll put it up on screen and then they can send me a free one. Can you send me a free one? No, just kidding. It looks like a good stick. All right. I follow you on Twitter, right? And like, first of all, I don't think you sleep much. Like, I feel like you're awake all the time, and I feel like you collect a lot of data. And one of the things, tell me about XianReads.
XianReads is basically just everything that I read in my whole life, and sometimes it's just old articles that I just save it on my laptop or handphones, and I just want to share good things that I think that benefits my life or something that I felt is really inspiring, and share it to everyone that I know.
And what makes you want to do that?
I think sharing is the most happiest thing in the world, the highest level of happiness. I think there's nothing more happier than seeing your close ones, your son, your family gets happier. I think it's the same thing for me. Like, it's just seeing people improve, seeing people getting better in life or in games. It's just a really happy thing to do.
I think that's awesome. I think that's really awesome. I've got nothing to add to it. So let's talk about ELeague. You're playing in ELeague.
Yep.
So have you looked at your group?
Yes.
Who? I mean, you're going to prepare for it. Who in your group do you think might offer you the biggest challenge?
I have a really difficult group. I think I have Tokido, Budo, MOB, Filipino Champ.
Wow.
I have a lot of great names in my pool. Great names of Japanese and great name of American. So I think I will have to work really hard to make something out of it. So I'm very looking forward to this because especially this year, I wanted to do really well. I wanted to revenge what I didn't manage to do last year.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, so last question is there anything you wish I'd asked you, or is there a topic that you want to talk about? It doesn't have to be, but some people, they really want to get something off their chest.
Some people want what?
So, some people want to get something off their chest, they have a burning desire to talk about something.
I think there's a lot of pressure for players. Maybe it's only me, but I think this version, Street Fighter 5, I think a lot of people felt more pressured, because it's even in pools, it's really scary. I think maybe I think everyone should just relax. I don't know.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You have to be more specific.
Maybe I think Capcom can the skill gap between the good and the bad players can be a little bit further, more skill edge, for the top players, so that it will be more consistent. But at the same time, I really want more new players, so I don't really know what I'm talking.
See, I know what you're saying. You're saying it's like a little bit more random now, so the pools are scarier.
Yeah, I think the edge is really small, so you really have to be in the top. Like, you basically have to practice a lot.
Yeah.
And I think in Street Fighter 4, the amount of practice is a lot lesser.
Yeah.
Compared to 5,
So I think, so here's where I'm going to push back on you a little bit. I think what you're saying is you feel the pressure.
Yeah.
But the results right now that I'm looking at would say that all the best players still made it through. It's just that pools aren't as easy as they were in Ultra Street Fighter 4.
I can say that, but it's not. How do I say it? Actually, it's really contradicting. But at the same time, I really want the new players to grab me. So
I know.
I think there's no perfect solution, So
No, it's okay. It's just nice to hear your thoughts. Have you got any shout-outs?
Yes, of course. Shout out to Team RAZER. Without them, I won't be here. There's definitely a guy from Singapore to be here. And really great thanks to them. And new Pantera is out. It's really great steak. Check it out in the US
there
and
we go
Europe.
again.
Yep. Yep.
All right, cool.
Thank you, of course, Born Free, for interviewing me. I nearly forgot about him, but I won a really
Well,
great
thank you.
interviewer.
Thank you. Thank
I
you, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it too. All right, guys, we're going to go now, so peace out.
Peace out.